This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Really fun show today. I feel like everyone stepped up, and it's not because the big boss is in town and is going to be listening to the show and giving us some advice.
We should do a show like this every day. Come on.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, isn't it? From like a listener's point of view, if you're a podcaster, you probably don't think about that, but like, yeah, we have bosses, and like we talk about air checks every now and then, but like sometimes the big boss comes in, and when you know the big boss is coming in, you're like, well, today's show better be top notch.
Yeah, we
if
actually do something. We actually go, I should probably put some effort in.
If they're flying in to have a meeting with us, like from Sydney,
We might not be here tomorrow.
But it's and for me, it's also like the actual nitty gritty of it. It's less for me, the content's probably the same as yesterday's show. It's more if you listen to the show live, we're like promoting Nova and 10K day in May, and up next got a police on. Like we hook lots of things,
a bit more switched,
a bit
on.
more polished.
Yeah,
There's not as much like, Belle, you drive a BMW.
Yeah. Oh, you famous migraine, do you? Yeah.
Anyway.
What's it called today?
It's called My Eyes and Teeth Fell Out. Yeah,
Great one.
Yeah, you'll hear why. A caller said that at the end of the podcast. Nick Kyrgios's mum was held at gunpoint.
What?
Yeah, horrible story, Ben and Belle. Thank God everyone's okay. So what happened is, this is over in Canberra where he lives. A thief knocked on the door. Nick's mum answered. He pointed a double-barreled gun at her and demanded instructions on how to start the Tesla in the driveway.
Whoa.
So, it's obviously like if it was a normal car, you'd probably just, I don't know, smash the window,
Just
hotwire it, drive off. But he was like, with a gun, being like, how do I start this thing?
Love how you both said you hotwire it so casually as if you both knew how to do that.
Yeah,
I
smash
think
the
it's
window,
much
hotwire
harder
it.
to hotwire a car than you realise.
No, they have those like long like steel ruler things, and they slip it in the window, and they pop it up,
Yeah,
and then
and
they just go,
then-
they touch
you
the wires
just,
together, and then zoom, off you
It's
go.
like under the glove box or something. It's usually in the movies. The wires are already hanging out and you just touch them together.
We should do a radio bit where all three of us have a car in front of us and we have to hotwire it, and the first one.
No, we don't condone that.
Yeah, obviously, but it'd be a fun bit. Anyway, as I said, everyone's okay. The thief sped off with Nick's lime green Tesla. His mum ran back inside and screamed out for help. Luckily, the tennis star, he was quick. He's called the cops straight away. And then he got the Tesla app up on his phone and he limited the car to 80 k's an hour. I didn't
do that?
I didn't know that was a feature, but you can do that.
Why don't you just limit it to 5Ks an hour?
I suppose he wanted to make it exciting. But no, this is just what the article says. And then he used the location settings to track the car. And obviously the police had it back within half an hour because they know exactly where this guy's going. And I mean, you're a pretty dumb crim if you're doing that because obviously like all Teslas have that. I think everyone knows that, right? It's basically like a driving iPad.
I think Nick went about that the right way. Imagine if he got the phone out, limited it to 0, didn't call the police, went and got his tennis racket, and then got in his mum's car and just went and found him as citizen's arrest.
I sort of had Nick in that law into his own hands, kind of, I don't know who you are. I'll look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
But
and
no, he just 000.
could you imagine that if the guy was like stuck in the car because Nick had locked it and then he had a fresh can of tennis balls. He popped them open and then like a drive-by, he was serving, just getting closer. Like smashing all the windows out and the criminal was like, Nick Kyrgios is coming. That didn't happen.
The police are there most of the time when you need them. Yeah. I'd be curious to know this morning, though. I mentioned citizen's arrests. Has anyone done one in real life? I've never done one.
My family doctor growing up did.
Your mum wouldn't pay the bill.
Yeah. No. This guy like robbed the pharmacy, which was like connected to the doctor.
And that was your dad because you didn't want to pay for the medication.
Okay, man. Okay.
How many more people in my family can you make this joke with? And and then the doctor chased him down and tackled the guy and kept him there until the police were there. And he, he was a nice guy, but he kind of reminded me of Chicken Little. Like he didn't look like a citizen's arrest sort of person. I suppose some people just have that brave heart, don't they, where they're willing to put their body on the line.
Well, I wouldn't even know the rules of the citizen's arrest. Like, do they count? Or is it just like you just hold them and they, like, really, you're not actually arresting anyone?
Well, I guess these are questions that we can ask someone that's hopefully done a citizen's arrest.
I remember one of my best mates at school, Tyson, he got citizens arrested because it was in that era, like in year 8, when people would steal caps off of cars. Like, like literally just like the little bit on the tyre.
Okay, I didn't go through that phase. What is
Okay.
that
I
phase?
went through that phase.
What do you mean?
You take
what do
the
you
little
gain
cap
from it?
Well, I don't know. It's kids.
What?
I don't know.
It's just kid stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, I always thought like, did he need to be citizens arrested for that? Like, you'd be like, get out of here, kid. Not like,
Yeah.
I'm holding you until the police come to take you. You know, it's like kind of a freak move if you're like a 40-year-old doing that.
13 24 10 is our number. Have you made a citizen's arrest?
A D in Tullamarine. Did your brother make a citizen's arrest?
Yeah, when we were younger, we were parked on the side of the road and a driver had smashed into us and we didn't really know what was happening. But long story short, my brother went across the road to see if he was okay and then opened the door and all these beer cans fell out of his car.
Whoa, yeah.
And then he tackled him on the nature strip and held him down until the cops arrived.
Sorry, was he
And
trying to run?
arrested-
Was he trying to run away?
Yes, he was trying to flee.
Yeah.
So my
Okay.
brother, who was only, I think, 16 or 17 at the actual time,
Yep,
he tackled him and just held him down until the police arrived and took him away.
that's good.
Yeah,
Because
it was
the key detail there was he tried to flee. Because if he just opened the door and he tackled him,
He's been playing too much San Andreas. He's like, all right, come out. I'm going to beat you up. Yeah, no, obviously, and drunk driving, wrong thing to
Yep.
do. Thanks for that great message, Liam. Stacey in Lilydale. Have you made a citizen's arrest?
I haven't, but someone made a citizen's arrest on my behalf.
Oh, my
I
God.
thought you were going
okay.
to say on you, and I was like, Stacey, what did
So
you do?
what happened, Stace?
Not on me, no.
Okay, what happened?
So I was in Sydney and I was on a train on the way out to see my mum, and a guy sat down next to me and started doing some not very nice things on the train. And I told him that he needed to leave.
Yeah.
Train pulled into the platform. He got up and left, and then a guy just tapped on the window out from where I was sitting and said, "Do you want me to grab that guy?" And I said yes, and he basically ran off the platform and grabbed the guy and tackled him and held him down until the police arrived.
Oh, what a legend.
God.
I like how...
Yeah, it was
yeah,
pretty amazing.
I like it. Such a nice citizen. Like, he was like, you know, instead of like going full Batman, he was like, I'm just going to check first. Is that something that you want me to do, or are you happy to let him go? Well, I'm glad they got him, Stacey. Sounds like a pig.
Mike in Richmond joins us now. You did one. Tell us about your citizen's arrest.
I made a citizen's arrest on Monday.
Oh, you've still got the adrenaline pumping through your veins.
I am. I'm literally still on a high. That's why I called in.
So tell us,
Whoa.
Mike, what happened?
I saw a shoplifter and a security guard in a brawl, and I thought the shoplifter was going to get the power in the situation. I was really worried about the security guard, so I just sort of ran up behind the thief and just sort of tackled her to the ground.
Cheap shot.
Admittedly, it was a female security guard and a female thief, so I thought I could control it.
Yeah.
And I just held her for about half an hour till the police
Hang on.
came.
Whoa.
About half an hour. That's pretty... I don't think I've ever held anyone for half an hour.
Was it like the barber? Were you making small talk to them?
No, she was just like scratching at me and like biting me.
Did you,
I was just like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I just think we should wait for the police.
Mike, did you say, like, this is an arrest? Like, did you say anything, or you just...
I actually, I don't know what came over me in the moment, but as soon as I grabbed her on the ground, I was just like, this is a citizen's arrest. I don't know where that came from, and I didn't even know if citizen's arrests were a real thing, but I just did it.
Mike, are you like a bodybuilder in your spare time, or do you do MMA on the weekends, or is this normally not your bag, like tackling
This is-
people?
I am the least courageous person in the world. I am a wimp. I don't know what came over me.
That's great.
Well, you know what, Mike? You said you don't know if they're a thing. You don't know what you're supposed to do, what you can and can't do, what you're supposed to say. Well, the good news is you can find out from a former police officer what you are legally allowed to do in a citizen's arrest.
Because we're joined by Matt, who's a former police officer. We're all saying we don't really know what the deal is with the citizen's arrest. Are you even allowed to do them? What are you supposed to... Like, do you have to say something?
You have
do
to
them?
yell out, this is a citizen's arrest.
And then, like, you can't exactly handcuff them. Is it just like, if you lose them, what happens?
Because
Yeah.
the cops have a line. Matt, do you still remember the line that you have to say to people when you arrest them?
There's no particular line that you have to say. There's just a few things you've got to tick off
Right.
before a citizen's arrest. If a citizen's arrest is not done right, once it goes to court, it can all go balls up and
Yeah, right.
Well, Matt,
fall
tell
apart,
us
so.
the right way to do a citizen's arrest.
Is it a little bit like where if you use a taser, you have to say it 3 times? Like, taser, taser, taser. So you have to be like, citizen's arrest, citizen's arrest,
Liam,
citizen's arrest.
I think you're basing everything you know about
Yeah.
the police force off of movies.
Do you have to say, Matt, do you have to say taser, taser, taser 3 times if you use it?
Oh, if you're using your taser, of course.
Yes,
but,
of course.
Well, you
that's
have to say
only good
taser,
for-
taser, taser 3 times. You're telling me that's a rule?
Well, in the police force, that's what they do. They taser, taser, taser to let their offsiders know that it's coming out.
Well, sorry, Matt, you're off the force. You only said taser twice. We got you.
Under Regulation C, is this why you're no longer a police officer? No, just joking.
So,
look, yeah.
citizens arrest,
so-
Matt. What do we do?
So you have to have fines committing. So you have to be able to. You have to have seen it happen, or you have to have seen it happen, and you have to be able to keep visual contact on the person. So that's the one thing. Because if they get out of your sight for a couple of minutes, and then all of a sudden you chase them down, and you go, "Oh, this might be the guy."
Yeah.
Say, old mate Joe Dirtbag who's stolen a slab of beer from Bottle-O. If he's run off down the street and he's dumped his slab because he thinks someone's following him, and then say he changes his shirt, and you go, "Oh, that could be him," but he might have been wearing a different shirt. You've lost fines committing because. It might not be that same person, and it doesn't stand up in court.
So if we go back and use the story as an example, our previous caller, Mike, said that he saw someone do the shoplifting, getting into a fight with a security guard. He then ran up behind them and held them to the floor for half an hour and said citizen's arrest. Is he within his rights to do that?
Absolutely is. As long as he is using reasonable and proportionate force. As long as, he's not beating the crap out of that poor lady. Well, not poor lady, because she's just told.
But I get it. Like, you're bear hugging, you're not punching. But and so,
exactly right.
As a police officer, Matt, if you rock up to someone who's been holding on to someone who's been biting and scratching them for half an hour for shoplifting, are you like, what a goddamn hero? Like, do they get
Do they get a little gold star?
Yeah, do they get nominated for some sort of award of bravery and the police commissioner?
Look, depending on the crime that's been committed. I mean, old mate Mike's probably not getting a Victoria Cross for it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
He'll definitely get a pat on the back, and again, depending on the crime, there's awards and stuff handed out by the police. I know one of my offsiders saved someone's life with CPR. And went on and won an award for it, given out by I think the Premier at the time. So it can come with it, but obviously the police would prefer you not hold people down and stuff, because if positional asphyxiation comes into it as well, if you're laying on top of people and they those and stuff, or if old mate Mike ended up popping a finger in the eye, and then all of a sudden he's also a victim of that. You got to weigh it up. Is it really worth being?
Yeah. Well, I've seen Batman. I know the police don't like vigilantes.
We get it.
Don't be Batman.
Well, just in case you run into Penguin or anything.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your call, Matt. I tell you what, though, if you've been pinning someone down for like the best part of an hour, and you get a ruffle on the hair, you know what I mean? Like, I want the police commissioner, giving me some sort of medal I can wear around on the streets.
For sure.
Nothing beats a cozy winter getaway or escaping to a tropical paradise.
If you're thinking about an early winter escape, whatif.com has just the place.
Check out great accommodation deals across Australia on the What If app. What If? It's Aussie for travel. It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Very simple. We've got 5 questions. You get them all right, you get to choose the next song we play. The bonus is, here at Nova, you get put in the draw for $10K a day in May just by getting your voice on the radio. And that means you could be winning $10,000 this afternoon with Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. They could be calling you. Tara in Mount Martha, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, are you ready for these 5 questions?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Okay, Tara. A cockroach was seen running along the red carpet at the Met Gala. I don't know if you caught that, but according to the popular saying, what can cockroaches survive?
Losing their head or getting stepped on?
You know what? To be fair, that is also something that people say. But the one that stuck in my head is the nuclear war thing. I feel like someone told me that when I was like 6, and I've just never forgotten.
I've never heard it before.
No, really?
Never heard it before.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. Yeah. That's
So what? Hang on. What is the actual
They're
full
just
saying?
They're just saying it's not like a catchy saying. They just say if there was a nuclear war and everyone in the world died, cockroaches would survive and live on.
I would just say that's just a statement, not a saying. Okay, whatever.
Well, I'm sure Tara's already tuned out and is listening to another radio station. But
Old semantics Belle.
if you are still here, Tara, shall we kick on with the quiz?
I'm still here.
Okay. The religious American state Utah has banned this website. What website is that the sound for?
Sorry, can I hear it again? I couldn't quite hear it.
Sure you can.
Oh, I've heard that before. I just don't know.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you have.
Tara.
Can I hear it one more time? Yeah, I definitely have no idea.
Okay,
You
well,
don't?
I've got a funny feeling
innocent.
that Adam in Melton will know the sound pretty well. Do you know what website
Yeah,
that's
mate.
from?
Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe it's Pornhub.
I like
Maybe
the
she's
little
born
maybe.
with it. It's
Maybe. Hey, the Tasmanian AFL team might not be able to call themselves the Devils because of the Looney Tunes character, the Tasmanian Devil. What is the name of the Looney Tunes bird that gets chased by Wile E. Coyote?
Roadrunner.
Amazon prices are going up in Australia. This sucks. $6.99 at the moment, which isn't too bad, to $9.99 a month.
That was annoying. So the best thing about Amazon Prime was it was the cheapest
Yeah.
out of all of them.
It's the cheap one. The founder of the Amazon is billionaire Jeffrey Hu.
Bezos.
Yep. Fans loved Rihanna's bridal look at the Met Gala. Can you finish these lyrics?
You can stand under my umbrella. Hey, hey.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Well,
I'll
you
give
missed
it.
an Ella, but
yeah,
okay.
you did miss an
Yeah.
Ella, but I mean, it was close enough. You showed your workings, and we know you know the song.
Yep.
And Adam, that's enough to get you in the draw to win $10,000 and over $10K a day in May. You could be getting a call from Ricky, Lee, Tim, and Joel later on today. Also, you get to pick the next song we play. So, would you like to hear some Pussycat Dolls this morning?
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish
Or are you more in a tattoo mood?
I'll go to Pussycat Dolls, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lay off the hub, Adam.
We about to get it just a little hot and sweaty in this. Ooh.
baby?
Ladies, let's go. Soldiers, let's go. Let me talk to y'all and just, give you a little situation.
Luke, my partner, called me by his ex-wife's name.
Oh, yeah. Now, you can see how it happens, but it's never good.
It's not fun.
I don't think I've called my fiancée the wrong name in the time we've been together, and I'm dreading the day. I don't know if you have been. I mean, you've been with Sam almost 10 years.
Absolutely not.
No,
Never.
I mean, I suppose we'd both be packing our bags if we did.
Well, I just think that if you call someone by the wrong name, that means they're on your mind. Is that not the way it works?
Don't tell me that. So we were in the shower.
100%.
That's what I think.
We were in the shower.
Shower.
And we just mid-conversation. And, yeah, he called me by her name.
Do you shower together often?
Yeah, like every night.
What?
We always... Yeah, because it's like an older shower, but it's still big enough for two people. We always just go, oh, you having a shower? Yep, cool. I don't mean.
Not something we do.
One's soaps, the other one's rinsing. We just switch around.
I love having a shower by myself, but my wife Sam loves to jump in the shower. And I'm always like, oh, you coming in, are you? All right.
I think maybe twice a week I might have one by myself. Like every morning I have mine by myself.
Yep.
Because that's in the morning. But then at
For
night.
someone who's so concerned about the environment, you're having a lot of showers, Missy. Do you know what I mean? I limit myself to one a day because I'm in drought. The farmers, you've got to think of them.
Yeah, well, we know. So we were in the shower, and he did it. But I can't blame him because they were married for almost 10 years. Like, it was a long time, and I get that.
That makes
They were
sense.
married for almost 10 years.
Yeah. So,
It's going to be hard for her to get him out of his head.
Yeah.
and then, okay, don't tell me that.
You probably got you got another 9 years of him calling you the wrong name, and then because that's what they say. How long you've been with someone, it takes that long,
Yeah.
double it to get over.
Eradicate it.
Yeah, but it's kind of given me a little bit of liberty now to, if he does anything wrong, or no, if I do anything wrong, I just go, well, at least I call you your right name.
Yeah.
And so I get to throw it back at him a little bit. But it's sad because we've just bought this house together, and I was like, under our own roof, you've done this. In our own shower, you've done this.
I'm sure it's happened at worse times. When did they call you the wrong name? I mean, God forbid it was on the wedding day.
Oh, surely not on the wedding day.
Well, it happened in Friends. We all saw the episode.
Oh, that's right. He says Rachel, doesn't he?
13/24/10. When did they call you the wrong name? If you get in touch, you'll be in the draw to win $10,000 today with Nova's 10K day in May.
Bianca joins us now in Cheltenham. Good morning. When did they call you the wrong name?
Good morning. It's when me and my partner were having a very serious conversation, and he just decided to,
Whose name, though, did he say?
His ex's.
Yeah, that's nice, though, Bianca, because it means that fighting reminds him of his ex and not you.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, sure.
I don't think Bianca sees that side of things, Belle. That's for sure. Leonie in Pakenham.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, is it a good morning? Because your partner's called you the wrong name.
No, it wasn't it was my ex-husband that he at the wedding to his second wife. He stood up to make his speech and called her by my name.
No.
Oh, living in his head rent-free, Leonie.
Oh, what a power move.
Still got my name on your lips.
Yeah, my daughters were at the wedding and they got on the phone straight away and said, "Oh my God, Mum, you should hear this."
Oh, how you laughed as you flicked off the bottle cap of your Pinot Gris.
That must have been so satisfying. That is a great story. Thank you very much. 13/24/10. When did they call you the wrong name? After Belle got called his partner's ex-wife's name in the shower. Very embarrassing. Not sure how you ever live that one down. Rachel joins us now. Good morning, Rachel. When did they call you the wrong name?
They didn't call me the wrong name. My ex called his new girlfriend Rachel when they were in bed together.
Nice one. Nice one. What's her name as well? Is it like Rachette? Is it close enough or?
Not even close. Jade.
Jade. Yeah, it's in completely opposite ends of the alphabet, isn't it? Joe and Leopold, tell us, did they get the name wrong?
Sorry, I was getting introduced by my new boyfriend's family and friends, and I got introduced as the ex-girlfriend's name.
Oh, it's just awkward on everyone. Like, everyone's got the weird feeling, man. It's not even just, on one person. Yeah. Cherie and Warrigal, did it happen to you?
I was actually being intimate with my husband and he called me his mother's name.
Oh.
No, he didn't, Cherie. No.
No, that's a trip to the psychologist, isn't
Hang
it?
on.
That's
His mum's not all... I mean, his mum's name's obviously not also Cherie, but is it similar?
Not even remotely.
Oh, no.
Did the session continue or did that end things?
We kind of froze and looked at each other and I went, "Yeah, what now?" And then we kind of laughed and he was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And, it was okay.
It's not okay.
Was he doing it to, prolong it? I don't know.
I don't think so. Oh, strange. Very strange.
Let's not go there. Either way, Belle, look, I know we were paying you out a little bit before, but I've actually, because I'm a good friend, what I've actually done is I've quickly run out and I've made a song for your partner, Luke, so he can remember your name easier.
Her name is Belle Jackson, B-E-double-L-E Jackson. 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 Few times got it wrong like that. Don't call her Gary, cause that's her cat. Remember, she's your new girl. She is not your ex-girl. Ooh, you're in deep. Ooh, you're in real deep.
Reckon he'll like that?
No, he'll hate that. That's good.
I'll Bluetooth it to him later on.
You should make it his ringtone, I reckon.
Yesterday, the Met Gala was on, as we all know, by everybody probably glued to their screens all yesterday, as I was.
I know you were, Belle. I, for one, am not glued to my screen. I couldn't care less about the Met Gala. I do see the outfits online and do what most people do and go, "Oh my God, that's insane." But you straight, I think it was as the show was finishing yesterday, the photos were starting to come out and you were glued to your phone.
And there's so many updates, no offense, Belle, but unwanted updates coming across the day. Like, Belle will throw her arms up in the air and go, "Oh, Blake Lively's not going to be there. The whole day's ruined. Oh, Kylie Jenner doesn't look good. Oh, no, what a big shame."
I was actually very disappointed by Kylie, yes.
Who had the pockets?
Oh, Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa.
Dua
had
Lipa.
the
You were like,
pockets.
oh my God, Dua Lipa's got pockets.
Like, oh, okay, well, that's good for Dua Lipa, I suppose.
Oh, you don't understand. A dress with pockets. Oh, that gets me across the line completely. But yeah, there were many takeaways from the day. Of course, the fashion is the biggest thing. But, you've got the interviews, you've got the goss from behind the scenes. If you didn't know, super quick, the theme this year was in honour of Karl Lagerfeld. So of Chanel fame, designer in his own right. So passed away a few years ago. It was in honour of him. So he was the theme, which meant that anyone could really dress as kind of something that resembled his fashion. There are a lot of cats going around.
Yeah, I did see lots of cats. What was the go with the cats?
So the cat theme was Carl's cat, Choupette, which, if you don't know Choupette, the most spoilt cat in the whole world, he loved his cat Choupette. It means sweetie in French. And so everyone, kind of went with the cat theme as well. You saw Jared Leto dressed as a cat. But no one took it further than Doja Cat herself. She dressed, you might have seen her whole face literally looked like naturally a cat. She also committed to it in the interviews.
Okay, so tell me all about this. Wow. Who made it? Wow. Okay, so something a little different. What was your inspiration for tonight? Be honest with me and go into detail. Wow.
It's all very confusing.
So what are you excited to see in there today? Wow. Is it your
She for real?
She's for real. Lil Nas X did the same thing in his interviews, was just meowing, just really committed.
I'm sorry. Turn your radio down if you don't like a bit of foul language, but that whole event is a bunch of wank. That's
Big
just
time.
a big bunch of wank.
Big time.
The theme, the people that are there, the
Like,
outfits.
why are we having a red carpet ceremony where people are worshipping this rich old dead dude's cat,
Literally.
Choupette, named Sweetie, who was also snapped on a private jet yesterday? Half the world are like, you can't drive, you're burning fuel, you're ending the planet, you can't. And then everyone's like, cute, the cat's got its own private jet. I love that for him. Yes, it's giving energy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, get over yourselves.
The world has truly gone mad.
And when you think New York, you think hot dogs.
I'm walking in.
That's why we're talking to Dan Rossi, the hot dog king. His cart is based on 5th Avenue and 82nd Street in New York City, which is right in front of the Met Steps where they hold the gala. Dan, when the event's on, do they make you move the cart?
No, actually, we moved about a block away.
I mean, come on.
They tried, a few years ago, they tried to just get us out of here for a week, and I had to take them to court.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Sounds there's a lot of drama in the hot dog cart world, Dan.
A lot of drama. You would never believe it.
So
You
with
would
the
think selling a hot dog is an easy thing, but not in New York City. It's pretty rough out.
I can imagine.
So does the Met Gala, obviously, the whole world talks about it when all these celebrities rock up in their crazy outfits. Does the Met Gala kind of annoy you because you have to move, or does it not bother you?
No, not really. I actually like the fact that we get so much attention, the Met, because what it does is brings more people when the gala's over. So we end up, everybody does a little better.
A lot of people dressed as cats last night. Jared Leto didn't come past for a hot dog after the Met Gala, did he?
No, we're actually the day of the gala, no one's here. We have to stay away.
Yeah, right. Who's the most famous person you've ever served a hot dog to?
Oh, boy. Let's see. You know who Hugh Jackman is?
Yeah, of course we know.
Mate, we're in Australia. He's practically the Prime Minister.
So he comes up with his son, and I'm serving hot dogs, and he's looking at me. This is when he's up and coming.
Yeah.
And I asked him what he wanted, and I gave it to him, and he's standing there looking at me like, don't you know who I am? And I said, look, if you're done, you got to move.
Obviously, he
and
wasn't.
I knew who he was. I just got such a kick out of the guy. But the most famous person that ever came was Aretha Franklin.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh.
The woman was absolutely great. She was arguing with me that she made better onions than I made. Arguing about onions. I mean, that woman was a gem. She was beautiful.
On Nova 100, we're currently speaking to Dan Rossi, the hot dog king, who's got a stand right in front of the Met steps where the gala was held yesterday.
Now, the thing that actually stole the show at the Met yesterday was the cockroach. Dan, are there always cockroaches everywhere there, or was that a phenomenon?
Oh, rats. Not cockroaches, rats.
It's the rats.
It's got to be the rat city of the world. I mean, my God, I've seen everything walk by me: raccoons, rats, coyotes.
Hey, Dan, if someone's ever in New York City and they walk past the hot dog king, what do you recommend they get off your menu? What's your signature item?
Oh, I would say naturally the hot dog, and you just make it New York style.
Yeah. You're not coming for the chips.
The thing we do is different than most guys is we grill it.
Oh.
And once you put a hot dog on a grill, you can't beat that. You know, you put it in water, and all you're doing is tasting dirty water, basically.
Yeah.
You know, that's been sitting in there all day.
Well, I like your stance on the grill, Dan Rossi, hot dog king. In fact, you got to come to Bunnings in Australia one day. It is going to blow your mind. We do a thing over here called sausage and bread. I think you could take some of the workings that we've sort of established in our great nation, take them back to the hot dog stand, and then you'll be getting more Hugh Jackman types, the Aussies hanging around the
I
cup.
wouldn't mind that. To tell you the truth, I'd love to be able to go there one day.
Well, Dan, we appreciate all your hard work. We appreciate you coming on the show this morning to chat about the Met Gala.
Okay, so say hello to Australia for me.
Will do. See you, Dan.
Okay.
Celebrate iconic women in film at Goddess. An immersive exhibition experience on now at Acme Fed Square. For info, visit acme.net.au. Ben, Liam and Belle's Guess the Goddess.
$1,000 up for grabs, and you don't even have to do a thing. Every morning, Ben and Liam just have to guess which goddess I am describing. It's a goddess, or they're a goddess, from TV, music, film. I'll give a few clues out, and whoever
Halle
can guess
Berry.
it, stop doing your friggin' half-court shot.
Yeah.
Whoever guesses it first out of Ben and Liam wins the cash.
I, this morning, am playing for Emma, who joins us now. Good morning, Emma.
Hi, how you going?
Very good, thank you. And Liam is playing for Madison. Good morning, Madison.
Good morning.
I haven't had my half-court shot yet, Belle. Can I have it now?
Fine.
Margot Robbie.
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know, Madison, if you heard this right, but Ben and I are trying to do half-court shots before Belle even describes one thing about the goddess, and then we all agreed that it's worth $2,000 if we get one of those.
Yeah. But
Which, I don't know where that money's coming from, but righto.
We didn't get it this morning, which means the game goes on as per.
All right, let's hear your clues. First up, she's Australian.
Ooh.
She has starred alongside Brad Pitt.
Rebel Wilson.
No. She went to my school.
Cate Blanchett.
Very good, Liam.
Yeah, Madison! Congrats, you've won $1,000.
Thank you.
Which would have got you 3 days of Belle's tuition at her and Cate Blanchett's school.
So what school did you go to?
MLC.
MLC.
Yeah,
there
nice
you go.
one.
The world has gone mad, and I am furious about it. When did the energy rating 5-star system go out the window? You know when you buy a fridge or a washing machine and it has the 5-star system?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically ruined now.
What do you mean, Ben?
Well, we're in the market for a dryer at the moment, okay? And we went to Harvey Norman to have a look at the dryers, and the sales guy came over and said, "What are you after?" And I said, "Well, I've never had a dryer before. I've heard they use a lot of power, so I want something that's energy efficient." Now, we were standing in front of the 5-star models. That was what I was looking for. And he said, "Well, you don't want any of these models. You want to come over here to the 8-star models."
The 8-star... there's no such thing as like an 8-star restaurant, is there?
8-star models? I'm sorry, sir. Why do we have a 5-star system if we're not going to stick to it? That's the way a 5-star system works. There's 5 stars. 5 stars is 100% efficiency. 5 stars is it doesn't use any power. 8 stars, it should be giving me money back. It's redundant.
Wait, so the 8-star...
8 stars. They put 3 stars...
They did put 3 on the
on
end.
top of the 5-star system. This is how societies get thrown into anarchy. There's no rules anymore. That's why they're rioting in France. Not because they increased the age of retirement. It's because they changed the 5-star system.
If you move the goalposts, then it makes all the other systems redundant. It is true.
Absolutely.
Governments.
Yep.
I mean, why have them anymore?
Yep.
You know?
This system needs major reform. Forget about the Royal Commission for Robo-Debt. They should be doing a Royal Commission for the 5-star system. 8 stars makes no sense to anybody.
Do you know, it's really thrown a spanner in my works as well, because I purely buy my food off the health star rating.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking Tim Tam's pretty good at a 3-star. But I mean, if 8 is the healthiest, I really seriously need to rethink what I'm having for breakfast.
Ben, Liam and Belle's Fast 5. Thanks to What If, it's Aussie for Travel.
Naomi and Craigieburn, you feeling good?
Oh, not really. I'm feeling nervous.
Back yourself in. It's easy. In 30 seconds' time, you may have won $1,300. 5 questions. If you don't know them, just pass, and we'll get back to them at the end. As soon as you get one wrong, that's it. Over. It jackpots to $1,400 tomorrow. You ready to go?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
Doctors JD and Turk are the main characters from which TV sitcom?
Pass.
Where in the body is the femur bone?
Leg.
What's the most populated Australian city that isn't a state capital?
Pass.
Which Melbourne footy team merged with the Brisbane Bears in 1996?
No idea. Pass.
What country are the band Daft Punk from?
America.
They are from France, but we may have known that wasn't going to be a winner after the third pass.
Yeah, you can never go
statistically.
3 passes.
Yeah. Naomi Fitzroy in Melbourne, they became the Brisbane Bears. And then, of course, Gold Coast. That is a bit of a curly question. Gold Coast is the most populated city that isn't a capital. And Scrubs, you never seen Scrubs?
No, I haven't.
Iconic TV show. Bad news is you didn't win, Naomi. Good news is you're in the draw for 10K a day in May. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
We got a call from a very sad listener, Rose in Greenvale.
Well, we don't know how sad she is. We just got told
We
she
heard
was.
we heard she was a bit sad. Rose, is it true? You're not feeling the best today?
No, unfortunately.
What's going on, Rose?
Well, I'm not sure if it's commiserations or celebrations, but it's officially my last day in my 40s.
Oh, so tomorrow's your 50th birthday?
It is.
Rose, you don't sound, your voice, you sound quite young, Rose. You don't sound...
I have been told that I look young and I sound young. I feel young until my husband said, enjoy your last day of your 40s. And I was like, oh, my God.
So, you're driving in going, oh, my God, I normally listen to Nova. Am I even allowed to listen after 50? Of course you are. This show is available for everyone. I mean, are you worried about getting into that sort of... I mean, if you're living to 100, it's kind of the second half, it's the back half. And I safe to say you probably had your most fun in the first 50? No, well, I mean...
thanks. Just put a downer on it.
No, but I'm saying I'm sure there's still a lot of great years ahead.
Rose, I honestly, I'm coming from the total other side of this than what Liam's saying. I reckon once you get past 40, that's when life, for me, I feel like that's when life's going to get really good. I look forward to getting older. I think there's such a stigma around age and people being like, oh, don't ask what my age is. I couldn't care less. I want to be an old person. Like, I want to be 65 and I've raised a family and they've all moved out and they come around once a month and I get to go around the world and do whatever I want to do and I'll use my super and I'm going to live in the country and no one's going to bother me and I'm 65 and I'm happy. I look forward to that, Rose. That's exciting.
That's the thing, though. I mean, Ben's most weekends he's sitting around with a handful of raisins, listening to gardening radio, and I still use Ice Magic on my ice cream. So I'm
So
sort of
do
like, well, thank you. I'm young at heart like you, Rose.
But even like with age comes wisdom, Rose. Like as you get older, you've made all the mistakes, so you know what you want in life as well, and you don't have friends who are actually not quite your friends. Like whoever's in your life when you're 50, I'm sure that they're there for good.
But
Very true.
Rose, you're entering your golden years, and I feel we're not talking from experience though. Like Ben, internally he is 80 years old, but
I was going to say he sounds old.
No, so we're all under 30.
I'm not.
on this
I
show.
turned 30 this year.
Yeah. So
happy birthday.
Thank you.
Rose, why don't we help you out? Why don't we get some advice from people who have entered the 50-year-old decade? They are in their golden years. 13, 24, 10. If you're over 50 and you have some kind of light at the end of the tunnel that you can share with Rose, some great things to look forward to for her, give us a buzz.
I reckon that's great, Belle. Let's break the stigma of turning older than 50 this morning.
Ideally, you're pretty psyched to turn 50 tomorrow by the end of the next segment, Rose. Does that sound good?
I am looking forward to it, yes.
Also, side note, Rose's birthday is May the 4th.
Oh, may the 4th be with you. You would have remembered when the first one came out.
All right, 13 24 10 is the number. Give us a buzz and let us know what's the best thing about being 50 plus.
Let's get some positives. Belinda in Cheltenham, are you 50?
Hi, Belle. This is Belinda. Great name.
Very good.
I was like, I see. Belinda's only going to be talking to Belle.
I am sorry, Belinda. I am an Isabella, but hey, we can still, hey, we share the bell.
So, Belinda, what has Rose got to look forward to?
So I turned 50 yesterday.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
And for the first time in my life, I feel like I have got my life together.
Whoa.
Very
good. How good is that?
Nice.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Yep.
I don't feel old. I just feel grateful and so positive about the future.
Oh,
good
good.
for you,
I
Belinda.
love that, Belinda. Is that making you feel well, Rose?
It does, actually. I'm sort of feeling a bit lifted as we speak.
Well, I mean, tomorrow it's just going to be worked out. You'll be like, oh, now I get it. Okay,
Rose.
it all makes sense.
Does it make you want to dance?
I'm actually dancing in the car park, actually.
Oh, great. I'll play your favourite song.
Get that off.
Deb joins us now. Good morning, Deb. What's the best thing about being in your 50 pluses?
Morning, Rose. There's nothing to worry about. You can get away with so much more because if you've got something wrong, you can go, oh, well, okay, I'm 50-something. So, and people accommodate you a little bit more. It's good. It's good to be able to say, oh, well, I forgot that. And everyone's like, it's okay. It's okay.
You're old. It's okay.
You're making it sound like you're 80.
Liking that.
Deb, yeah, I know. You still got many good years ahead as well.
Oh, Deb, can we ask quickly, Deb, how old are you?
I'm 60 in August.
There you go. So, look, you've pretty much had the entire 50s. You know what to look forward to. This is going great guns, Rose.
So good.
It is.
All right. Kelly in Lilydale. What's the best thing about being in your 50s?
Nothing. It all turned to shit.
Kelly!
Kelly!
What are you doing?
Talking about?
Well, I'm actually normally very positive, but my body, like my teeth started falling out, my eyes went to shit, my shoulder, my knee.
Oh, my God.
Your neck, your back?
I know. That's about all I got left.
That's the polar opposite of what we wanted you to say.
Rose, Kelly is a paid actor. That was all a joke. None of that stuff happens. You're going to be fine. You're going to be feeling better than ever.
We got to screen these callers. I'm so sorry about that, Rose.
That really killed the vibe.
Rose, have the best birthday tomorrow. Enjoy. And to make your celebration even better, we will shout you the drinks. We'll give you 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate. Enjoy authentic Italian cuisine paired with the perfect drop at Zonzo Estate in the heart of the Yarra Valley.
Thank you so much, guys.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.